Those are the kinds of things that can throw you off of your timeline. And believe it or not, multitasking can as well. The most valuable asset you have in your life is your time, and how you manage that time is critical to your ability to achieve your goals and maximize your success. Every day, I put together my to-do list for the next day, so that when I start my new morning, I simply have to ask myself one question: what does success look like today, Carla? And at the top of the morning, I have a pretty good idea of what's the critical thing that must get done that day. What are the 3 things that I have to do? Who is the most important client that I need to talk to that day? How many prep calls do I have for meetings that are down the road? How many people am I having a conversation with that could be a mentoring conversation? And if there are 4 of those 4, which are the most important? Who has the most important problem and that is time sensitive at that point? So my to-do list then gets reprioritized based on how I am defining success. And I define success as the following: if I get these 5 things done or these 10 things done today, that's an A+. Anything over that happens to be extra. But I have the power to decide what success looks like that day. And then I go about my day thinking about where I'm going to be able to snatch back this 30 minutes or this 10 minutes. So, for example, if I am driving 5 different conference calls that day, then I'm saying to myself, that call is scheduled for 45 minutes. That call is scheduled for 30 minutes. What's the objective of the call? What do I want to have happen in that call that will make me feel that that was a successful call? Do I need information from that client? Do we need to plan the agenda for a particular upcoming meeting? Do I need to get 3 critical pieces of information from another colleague? And then I think about how I might manage that conversation to get that done sooner rather than later. Because now I'm thinking to myself, it's a 45-minute call. Does it need to be a 45-minute call, or can it be a 30-minute call? And consistently, people say to me, boy, that was efficient. Well, I'm going to be able to give you 15 minutes back. I'll be able to give you 18 minutes back. So now I have 18 minutes back from a 30-minute call. The call took 12 minutes. And now I think to myself, what can I do in these 18 minutes? How many emails can I get through? Am I going to use these 18 minutes to actually answer emails? Or am I going to use these 18 minutes to actually read 10 emails and mark the ones that I'm going to follow up with the next time that I may find, or the next break that I have where I'm not engaging with someone else? But the entire day is used aggressively managing my time and trying to get as much accomplished as I can with the 10 minutes that I got back from that call, with the 15 minutes that I got back from that lunch, or with the 30 minutes that I have because that particular call was canceled or that particular meeting was canceled. But I'm very, very aggressive about how I manage that time, which is why, frankly, I'm able to get as much done as I'm able to get done, because I'm generally not spending a lot of time dawdling. And oh, by the way, I do schedule in creative time, because as a natural executor, I'll execute all day long. But I also realize that part of what I'm responsible for doing now is to create. So I'll have an hour or 90 minutes where there's nothing on the calendar, and that's creation time. Now, let's talk about the things that actually might impede your ability to manage your time well. Those are things like multitasking, distractions, and oh, by the way, be very careful about those calls that come in that you don't anticipate, that at the end of that call, you now realize that you have a deliverable that you are responsible for. Ask yourself if you have to respond and produce that deliverable that day, or whether or not you can schedule that for another day and put that at the bottom of your list. It might be at the top of your priority list once you make your list for tomorrow, but don't let it impede your ability to continue to deliver today. Those are the kinds of things that can throw you off of your timeline. And believe it or not, multitasking can as well. I used to be the master multitasker until I realized that I was better off giving full attention to the thing that I was working on And I might be able to execute that even faster, giving it my full attention than giving it partial attention while doing something else. So I've learned that multitasking isn't all what it's cracked up to be as well. And that in fact, focusing allows me to manage my time, and it allows me to deliver a better project at the end of the day, or a better result at the end of the day. So managing your time and looking for those things that actually steal your time away are important, so that you can move those things out of the way, focus on the priorities, be 100% on the thing that you're doing, and then think about how you can be more efficient. I don't start a phone call or go into a meeting without asking myself, what's my end game? What do I want to have happen? How do I define success for this phone call? How do I define success from this meeting? And I drive there while I'm in the middle of executing that meeting or that call. And I find that I'm so much more efficient, and I'm better able to deliver with excellence. Go get 'em.